I'm gonna keep doing my Q. I need a power forward.
Who's next for you, Nicola? I mean, maybe you don't want to give it away. I'm interested to know.
To be honest with you, I mean, I don't know yet, to be quite frank. I kind of like to, you know, there is the Nikola Jovic is still available, and I kind of have to pick up all Nicolas.
You can get him later, right? He still doesn't get minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna steal. I don't think anybody's gonna steal him from you.
Yeah. Oh, he's kind of close. Anyway, so I wasn't partial to anybody whose first name is Nikola. Haha. Alright, since I put my mouth out, I might as well do this. Fine. Miami's so bad.
You think Miami's really bad?
For this purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't have a lot of top fantasy players, for sure. They're a good team. Got it, Stockfish.
Alright. Alright. I mean, I got 2 superstars.
Yo, Austin Reeves or Michael Porter Jr.? Reeves. I think it's gonna be good.
Is Brandon Miller gonna play?
It's unclear. I hope so. I drafted him in the other league, but no.
Some new charge today.
I'll go Porter.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking a lot of risks. I'm taking a lot of risks here.
You need to. You finished last place in every league we've been in.
Yeah, I have to, right?
Risks.
Exactly.
You're no longer taking just Washington players?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Bullet Mercenary is running my draft right now.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that totally changes it. Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. That was my pick. Damn. Snipes.
You can take Thompson.
Pick too. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Take Ben Simmons. You know you love him, Rui.
I love Ben
Right
Simmons,
there.
yes.
Ben Simmons and James Harden. It's good.
Who
He's still injured.
RPM, who are some UK? Is Harrow from Kentucky? Am I No, I'm trying to remember. Who's from Who's from Kentucky? Okay. Yeah. Hey, young Gory. Taking a break from the ladies?
Well, okay, that made my decision easy. Alright.
Miles Bridges, anyone?
Yeah, I did that last season, but
I was just
Yes.
looking at him. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, so I switched it up.
There's also, who is it? Michael Porter Jr.? I don't know what he's projected.
So we're making 16 picks.
Yep.
Yep.
Deep bench.
Was
Had
16? Cool.
players.
Long season.
I just want to draft Ben Simmons.
Global DJs.
Alright, so Ivica Zubac or Vasilij Micic? That's the question.
DM, what are you thinking?
It's
Ben
Mitic's
Simmons.
first season, right?
Yeah, I'll take Zubac.
He's good. He just gets taken out of the rotation sometimes.
Fine.
He's good though. I'm going to take the pink-haired guy. Because Amon used to have pink hair. People forget that.
Oh.
He used to stream with pink hair.
They just announced he was going to move to the starting lineup as a point guard.
Oh, well, I'll take him as a wing. That's a big point guard. He's a point. That's a big point guard. Holy shit.
Who was the point guard last season?
Was it
Was it
Basil
Trey-
or something? Yeah.
or the Spurs? Right? I think it was Trey Jones.
Yeah, it was.
So why is he not the point guard?
Aren't I? The queue is already empty. I thought we were drafting 12. Right, okay.
Paris, London, LA, Chicago, Tokyo, Baghdad, New York. Here the global DJs, Moscow, Memphis, Cape Town, Dallas, Amsterdam, Boston, Berlin, San
Good.
Francisco.
Yeah. Alright, I'm doing it. Follow my thing.
Yeah, I like picking the young players, but it hasn't worked out so far in my.
I really wanted Tari.
Yeah. No, he's.
Ari.
I saved Lou Dort for you though.
Miles Bridges too.
Yeah, maybe I'll set a record for games missed due to suspension.
They're just, I don't know what's in the water in Charlotte over there. That whole team is just in trouble.
If you want games missed, take Hayward as well. Yeah, the whole group.
It's interesting seeing Carmelo Anthony beat this down. His problem is that he makes everybody around him worse.
How old is he now? He's like 38 or 39.
Should be.
He was old when I saw him.
Zippy's
live,
auto drafting.
and that was...
0 bigs. The auto. He's gonna get like 1 big. That's how.
there you go.
I've seen this before. He's gonna get 1 big by the very end, but that's it. He's fucked.
Oh, his guards are lethal though.
Should get Lopez here, no?
It should auto draft Lopez.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. It should.
Lopez is a
You
good.
can win with this team actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
See, wrong.
Oh, so that's why is projected.
Jade Cass in NFL auto drafted just 1 QB, so very delicate. But let's see.
Sounds like Jets. Uh-huh.
See if they're
Smack
about
the
to get
pig.
second big.
Oh, I had Jokic, so I don't know, it should be fine.
I'm just gonna go high upside here.
Alright. Tough moment. Tough moment.
Anyone left in the
Okay,
club?
you know what? Okay. Let's do this.
Nicola, do you have any North Americans on your team?
Calendar.
I have Russell. I have Leonard and Westbrook.
Auto picks.
They were in my queue, pretty high up.
Duran. I was gonna take him.
I wasn't planning on it, but it just seemed like, yeah.
Well, I'm looking at depth chart, and he's a starter.
Yeah, Detroit, just everyone plays.
Yeah. He'll score the ball in Detroit. Just run the pick and roll with good old Cade.
I watched a video today that said this guy's a sleeper. So take him.
Everybody's scared of Chris Paul, huh?
He's gonna win a ring.
Okay. This is tough now. Team is 2 Gs, 2 Ws, and a B, right? Okay.
I'll go with a little Rui action. Brogdon. He's talented. I think he's just always getting traded.
Yeah. He is.
Alright, you know what? Let's stick to the plan.
Yes, without a team.
It's fine. He is gonna be riding the bench.
So do I take Hayward or China's new player Kyle Anderson?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I used him so many times in fantasy last year.
I auto drafted, but he was really good in fantasy. Amon had him in one of our leagues. He was a really good flyer.
Yeah, I remember he got me -3 points or something last.
There's the one game where he had nothing but missed shots or like a turnover.
When AD and LeBron miss a bunch.
I think, yeah, Wood is a good pick at this stage.
Yeah, that's a Lakers or old pick.
Maybe he'll play a lot. Maybe LeBron will take some breaks. Davis will take some breaks. You know.
Maybe Davis gets injured.
Yeah.
Yep.
I refuse to pick anybody from the Knicks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
diablada de mirada encabronada. Mi fila la verdad nunca buscó su silla. Mi búsqueda fue mero proceso de pura pila. Pupila de poeta que marcó nuestra saliva. En la trinchera que miraba la salida. La parada militar de paso monótono. Colores policromos, los uniformes de poco tono. De tono mi cuestionamiento, la voz sonó, no. Mi primera rima que sonó y me enroló. Mi búsqueda no fue para mi cosa de escenario. Fue algo necesario y que marcaba ya mi fallo. Así que tú hablas más de lo necesario. Fue cuando entendí que todos quieren ser corsario. 1970 y 1970 y 1970 1977. No me diga no, que no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la sepia.
I'm shit from that picture Murphy's out for 10
No me
tours.
diga no, que no lo presiento. Todo lo que cambia lo hará diferente en el año que nació la sepia.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go with. Oh, no, never mind. Who cares? Jalen Johnson, sure. I was gonna go with Trey Murphy, but he's expected to miss just a couple weeks.
It says 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Couple.
Saw that, I was like, never mind.
That's what I did, and I was like,
I
I
didn't
wasn't
know he
prepared.
was injured.
Sexton was a good pick for you, Bitsy. That's a good pick in this round.
But he's injured all the time.
Yeah. So I'm a Jazz fan. I live out here. He'll get a lot of run on and off, especially if we start to tank later in the season again.
I feel like I should take Dylan Brooks.
I can see you being a Dylan
I wanted
Brooks
to take
guy,
him.
Louis.
Yeah, chicken pants. I feel that, man.
Kelly Olynyk is still there. He's a connect.
Who?
Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
He played for Canada this summer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. There's a few Canadians. Like, nobody took Dort yet.
I really like my
Oh,
team.
actually, Zippy did. Fuck. I already have enough bigs though. My Q is being taken.
Best available.
Alright, so Boban Marjanovic was so good for the national team. Granted 15 years ago, but I kind of like him. He's also the tallest in the draft.
He's not.
But he's like 7'4".
Wemby's taller.
Oh, he is? Okay.
I think tall's still pretty good though.
Big.
But they were in height.
Right of
24.
Toronto.
Yes, just in case he pops off.
Yeah, I took him in another draft as my last pick, I think.
I couldn't resist having Bix on his team.
I need a lot more than 30 seconds to pick through this. Rough.
Yeah, the timer is also misleading.
B-ball ball still on the board.
Oh, I missed it. Oh. This guy.
Hey, Bucko.
Okay, last pick. Garbage anyway. Alright. Come on, it should be good. My favorite was when he signed for Utah. I actually remember that. Okay.
He'll play about 12 minutes a game every third game.
Hey, for the last pick, I'll take it.
I guess it doesn't matter. Why not? I don't know.
Yeah. There sits James Wiseman.
Mm-hmm.
Believes in him.
Eric supporting Israel. I see you.
Well, no, Nikola could have picked him. Avdia, because he's Serbian Israeli. Right, his dad is Serbian. So Nikola missed one of the top picks from Serbia. He's gonna get some usages here.
He is on my team.
Oh, you got him. Oh shit, I
You
missed
got
that.
him, yeah.
Oh shit, Nikola took everything. I usually like taking, yeah. I usually take the Serbian players in other drafts, but he took some guys I haven't.
I
Alrighty.
got him here.
Alrighty.
Good luck.
Let's see the
guys.
projected. Where do they have the projections?
Everybody.
They have projections somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on it, but I'm on my phone. It's much easier.
Yeah, mine just popped up on mobile.
Yeah, same here.
So with your exposure, does anybody have players on like 4 players on the same team?
No, I have nothing more than 2.
I have 3 Washington players.
I have 3 Clippers.
That's usually Buddy Cuz, the Washington player.
Yeah, you're in trouble, bud.
That's a curse.
So Zippy's projected as 36,300. His auto. And my auto, the projections maybe don't mean that much.
I actually kind of like his
I
team.
mean, did you see
Nikola has by far.
Nicola's projection?
Nikola's projection. I have a really low one.
Loaded. Yeah.
My projection, I know.
Let's hope these. Yeah, let's fuck the projections.
I so couldn't care less.
Exactly.
They probably don't mean much, the projections, but not only are the only person under 30,000, you're the only person under 20,000.
You know what they need? They just need Coach Mayo. They'll get 40,000.
All right, good luck, fellas.
I'll ask him if he's available. Actually.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining.
Good luck, everyone.
Everybody.
Thanks.
Y bueno, acaban de desmantelar una de las redes de narcotráfico más grandes de América Latina. Y pasó porque fue una especie de reunión cumbre en Colombia, como si se tratara de,
Los Sicarios. Los Sicarios.
Hello, Bucko. I was muted. Oh, just checking who's around, and Bucko's here. I don't know what the energy is. Some people have dates, like Tim. I don't know what the plan is. I was open to doing Temptation Island, but Tim's got a date. He's a busy guy. I could do chess, but I did a couple hours of chess. Talking about politics didn't work out. A few people were just talking to each other for like 2 hours. Wasn't the kind of discussion that was exciting. Bucko wants chess. I'm doing a new speed run. It's 800? Okay. If Bucko wants it, then yes. We will continue the speed run. For Bucko. Alrighty. E4. E4, aggressive E4. Let's go. Scandinavian, eh? We gotta take it. And now we gotta harass the queen. That's one move. And somebody showed me this move before, and I feel like I want to try it. Oh, that sacrifice worked out. I swear that wasn't the plan. It's a legitimate gambit where you go b4, they take, and then you go rook b1, and you just keep attacking the queen and use the open b file. I mean, hey, what can I say? It works. Called the Leonard Gambit in the Scandinavian. We take that. That's a win. That's a win. That's a legitimate win. D6 versus everything. Let's continue. Okay. I'm gonna try E5 again, show people how to build an igloo and trade the queens early and win. You're gonna trade... Oh no? Okay, so I can block with the knight, block with the bishop. I'm gonna block with the pawn. And put my queen on C7. The queen is going to the safe space. And I'm gonna make sure... One moment. There we go. I'm gonna probably play bishop e7 and castle. My knight's probably gonna go to c5 when I get a chance. Wow, another win. Hello, Nicola. Nicola says E-Rock. Hi, Nicola. Hey, Jackson Lall, congrats. What's up, Nicola? How you doing? Thanks for participating in the draft. It's always good to have you. What's up? That's not a move. Dark and Daddy. D6. Let's harass the pawn. Knight F6. And E5. I was hoping one would play D4 so I could show what I was going to play, but that's okay. It's transposed into an E4 position. This pawn... Let's start with Knight C6. I want to harass this bishop. Oh, they caught me. Okay. Let's get rid of that bishop then. Damn. I don't like what he's doing. Let's still chase the bishop away. I gotta get rid of this knight. I didn't want to take. I want to remove it. Remove the knight with the pawn. That actually loses the game. And if you can tell me why it loses the game, you're doing a very good job. Black is dead lost here. But I want to see people at this elo punish me. Do you see what's wrong with the position? There's something off here about my pieces. That's a hint. Try to spot it. And it was missed. B4 and my knight has no squares. Can't go back because I took away the square. And it has no safe squares elsewhere. But we live to fight another day. I'm going to trade. And make space for the knight to retreat. Make sure your pieces have escape squares. And now I'm moving my bishop out of the way because I want to go f5. Because I can't go d5, it's covered. But f5 is safe, and I can activate my rook on the f file. So we'll take that. Everything else is well guarded, right? Maybe queen d7 next. Okay, here we're going to recapture, of course. And now I can use the f file, queen d7, and slide the rook from a8 to f8 and put pressure on this knight. Good move, good move. Let me try something. Let me try bishop here and trade off some pieces. By trading away this, I'm hoping I get more control over the d4 square. And my bishop wasn't doing anything on e7. Let's bring the lady in. Queen f6. I can triple on the file. Let's move out of the way. I've improved my queen from d8 to g6. Still intending to bring it to f8. Bring the rook in. I would consider going b4 as white. But you gotta watch out for h5 as well, eh? Something to consider. Let's take with a rook. We have some pressure on the g file, and my knight's about to slide into d4. I have a mating idea. Knight d4, h5, knight here. Okay, so we're going to start with h5. Knight here, knight d4, queen back, rook takes g2, knight takes g2, knight f3 check, king here, and queen f5. That should win. So knight d4, queen goes back. Now I take. Ran out of time. But what I was planning here was knight takes g2, because knight's defending. Knight f3 check, king can't go to h2, king goes to h1, and queen f5. And I just want to take h3, and that's checkmate. And no matter what, you can't stop that. You move your knight out of the way, I take. You go knight here, I take with the queen, and queen h2 mate is coming. So, would have been checkmate in a couple of moves. My opponent played well, they were just a bit slow. See you, Roy, thanks for hanging out. They would have to give up the queen for the knight, and then I'd be up a lot of material. Yep. Queen takes, two pawns are hanging, and I have a queen for a rook and a knight, and the knight's dead. I'm taking here next. King h2, queen f5. Alrighty, d6. d6 versus everything. Okay, bishop d3 is solid. Let's try a fianchetto. This is a good setup by white. I like what they're doing. And now I have a couple breaks to challenge the center. I can go for c5 or e5. So let's try c5 this game. e5 makes sense. I want to fight for the space, so let's go e6. And let's get rid of that. Perfect. Now have rook e8 with a threat on e4. Knight takes e4 because it's pinned. Knight c3, okay. So now this is transposed into like a Benoni. I'm going to try c4. If the bishop takes, then I take. Bishop c2. I'll go b5 and try to destabilize this knight because I really want to win the e4 pawn. White's playing well. Yeah. Now I can't go b4, so I'm going to go a6 and make sure I don't lose that pawn. Okay, so this is a common thing. I got the pawn on d6. It supports the c5 and e5 squares. But I don't want to put something on e5 because I'm already putting pressure on the e4 pawn. So where do you think the knight on b8 should go? I need to develop the knight on b8 and the bishop on c8, but the bishop on c8 doesn't have squares. So let's develop this knight first. Where can we space it out that makes sense? Well, we can go d7, that's the only square, but where are we going afterwards? d7 is the start of the solution. So we go knight d7, but we don't want to keep the knight there, we want a future for that. Knight d7, knight c5, well done grilled peppers, yes. Knight c5. Then we can put more pressure on this, and we're not hindering our own pieces. Bishop g5 is a really good move. White's got a good setup here, making things hard. I don't know where to put this bishop, so maybe I'm going to move my queen first. My first thing I want to try at this elo is h6. Are they going to give me their dark squared bishop? No. That's no fun. I don't know where to move this bishop. I don't know if it should go here or here. I'm going to move my queen out of the way, so I'm not pinned. Down to a minute. And my opponent's playing well. Really well. Okay, let's bring this knight out of the way. I wasn't sure if white was starting to take and to snap this pawn off on h6. So I'm moving the knight out of the way. I do open up my bishop, but I do need to figure out what to do with this at some point. Okay, I'm going to bring it here. If knight takes, I can't take back with a bishop because this is loose, so I have to take back with a pawn. My opponent's playing very well. Now I have another dilemma. My knight on c5, I don't have the same pressure on e4 because my rook's disconnected. So I'm actually going to reroute the knight to d6 potentially. And also open up the queen diagonal. I still need to know what to do with this. I could go f5 and try to destabilize with f5. That's another option. Wow, a4, okay. Bishop d7. I could have gone b4 as well, but I figure I might as well move my bishop off the back rank and connect my rooks. Now maybe I go b4, but I wanted to make sure all my pieces were part of the game. Queen here. This is impressive. Okay, let's go b4. Wow. Let's try to support this pawn. Push. Now my opponent's playing very well right now. If knight takes, I'm going to go queen b4. This is maybe the strongest 600 I've ever dealt with. Let's go queen here. I want to gang up on this pawn. Now I can take. But I had to like slowly, there were some good moves by white here. Let's overprotect this. Solidify this. And bring my king close. Nice, okay. Wow, that is really strong. Really strong, well done. That was just a build-up game. And Whitfield, good luck. Aggressive e4 time. Let's go with the Danish. Yep. I'm gonna sack one more pawn for you, buddy. You don't want it? Now I'll take. Push. Where is this knight headed? People have a huge problem with this push. It's a good thing my knight's here so there's no queen a5 check, but the knight doesn't have good squares here. Black can go d5. That's a hard move to understand for the uninitiated. That it works, but you need to kind of know from experience. I take with the bishop or the queen. I'm going to take with the queen because I threatened checkmate. And I'm just going to continue the initiative. Keep in mind, after queen e7, I can't just sack pieces because it's not mate anymore. Queen e7, bishop g5, they can just take. Because if I take on f7, their king slides to d8. So here, I am going to exercise caution. Knight f3. And then castle. I still have my attack. Let's go. Now I just take with the knight, and the king and the queen are looking very vulnerable while I'm castled. And I got moves like rook e1 coming. Just an open position where white's way ahead. This is a threat. This is a threat. This is a threat. If bishop blocks, queen b5. I'm just gonna make sure black doesn't have any time to get settled. Well, the problem with that is it doesn't defend against this. So I can take with the queen or the knight. I'm gonna take with the knight because I want the queen to be awkward on e7. I don't want to let them trade queens. I want to go bishop g5, rook e1, and just finish the game. Good move. An in-between move. But I'm just gonna play a calm queen d1. I'm still hitting the rook, and now I'm preparing rook e1 because my queen defends it. Perfect. I'll take this first. If I want to win the queen, maybe I go rook e1, but I can't complain about a free rook. So we're just up a rook and black can't castle comfortably. Alright, the rook's attacking our queen. I can make a passive move. No. Queen a4 check. Continue the initiative, and I'm attacking this pawn. Might seem meaningless, but every pawn counts. Do I want this pawn or do I want to continue? Well, I want to go rook e1, but it's not available right now. So what's a good move? That's going to win me time to play rook e1. White to play here. Keep the initiative, keep the pressure. It's Friday night, cheers. Drinking some blue raspberry alcoholic beverage. Bishop g5 is correct. Hitting the rook and freeing up rook e1. The knight's pinned, the rook's attacked, and rook e1 is a threat. Black is overwhelmed. And the knight can't even block because it's pinned. We're just trying to crush with e4 here. Open lines, strong tactics. That's a check. I take. He's gonna block. I'm gonna take. He's gonna go here. I'm gonna take. He's gonna give a check, thinking it's checkmate. And my bishop's gonna take. Oh. Unfortunately for Buddy, that runs into something else. Queen takes d7. The rook defends the queen. That's checkmate. Unless there's something fancier. Oh. All right. I'm going to take here first. Check. All right. This is a double checkmate. I don't want to play with my food. No, that's bad. That's bad for the viewers. I delayed the mate. We're gonna play it again. This is a double checkmate. Good game. Good game. Alright, I gotta pick up my food downstairs. BRB. I mean, this is ridiculous. My food, the guy's been like lost for 10 minutes. He's on a bike and he's just on the street. I'm so fucking confused. Oof. Is there Temptation on it tonight? Probably not. So I gotta tell you something. It's Jeff's birthday. So I was gonna finish some of the speedrun and go out with him for his birthday. You know, because we're going tomorrow to Edmonton for chess boxing. So, yeah. My food is just lost. The directions are fine, it's easy. Because it's a house, not an apartment, so it's easy to find. Not on a quiet street. Spenny lost it, didn't he? Yeah, feel free to wish Jeff a happy birthday. We'll celebrate it maybe on stream later. D6. Here we go. Okay. It could transpose to a Dutch. But I'll continue with knight f6. And I know I've been showing that the bishop can go to g7. I'm going to go back to the basics and put the bishop on e7. But first, what did I do? Knight d7, bishop d3, e5. I want to support the e5 push with my knight and pawn. And they castled. Unfortunately for my opponent, Junior, when your bishop and knight are lined up like this, and I have a knight on f6, I can play e4 and fork your pieces. And that's a tough start. Maybe it's theory to allow the fork. Maybe grab that. And just move back. I'm happy. I'm gonna say I'm happy being up a piece. But no, he wants me to be up 2 pieces. That's why we play d6 versus everything. There we go. Sorry, they just canceled my Uber Eats order like an hour and a half in because the guy got lost. What is going on? What? Sorry. Okay. Can I take? Yeah. Now I just want to get castled because I'm up. Let's move out of the way. So I'm worried about this fork because I did the same thing. But fortunately, I have bishop c5 check. If you go e5. Now when you line your queen and rook up like this, there's another issue. Bishop g4. But I was hoping to see e5 so I could play bishop c5 check sidestep. Okay. Thank you for the rook. I could have taken the queen too, everything was winning. And now we're going to... I got a combo for you. We're going to take here. Check. Well, this guy is super generous. Thank you. Let's do another. D6. Knight F6. Knight C3 should be played. We're not seeing it enough, but if you like to defend like this, that's fine. Let's try E5. Alright, now we can fianchetto like a King's Indian. We can play Bishop E7. I'm gonna go Bishop E7. Just a different setup. And castle. Quick little castle here. And that's okay. White is pushing these pawns without developing their king side. I think that's puts them at risk of being stuck. Especially moves like this. I just bring my knight in. Now I'm castled. I have 3 pieces developed. And okay. So if I really want to stop white from castling, I can consider bishop here or bishop here. They both look good to me. I can also consider this move. This is just how to use a lead in development. Let's begin with Queen B6. Preventing the castle. I can always line up the bishop here as well. And I'm not too worried about white blocking the diagonal because b2 is loose. So let's develop our final minor, bishop g4. And we're preparing knight d4. Is that not worried about this? Because now this is loose. So my queen is actually putting pressure on 2 things. And how do you defend the rook? And eat the rook, thank you. Going to eat the pawn, thank you. And I don't know where this knight's headed. So I'm just gonna move my queen back to somewhere safer. Now I can just retreat and make sure it doesn't get stuck. Whereas my opponent doesn't care about their queen. Judging by this move. Thank you, Steve. Just missing the pin, and this move is not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna take your rook. I'm up a queen, so I just can trade everything. Knight c7. Thank you. Queens move backwards. Let's attack this bishop with my knight, and I'm hitting this. Steve! My bishop can take your bishop. Our bishops are the same. They work the same. Chop. Steve. Steve was a little too liberal with his pieces. Now he's got nothing left. Some handouts were provided to me and I appreciate it. Just making sure the pieces work, that's all I'm doing. I'm just testing out my pieces. GG, Steve. Roban 15, good luck. D6. And we're gonna go E5 right away. Oh, that's a quick pre-move. Let's develop that knight. This is what we want. We lose castling, but the queens are off, and it's not as bad as it looks. I'm going to go c6 and build an igloo. Well, I was going to build an igloo, but the knight and the bishop are on a square that I'm going to have to target. It's not as simple as the other variations. You can go knight g5 and win my rook, but I'm going to win that knight once you win the rook. So we count the pieces. I'm going to win 2 minor pieces for a rook, and we're going to see how that plays out. Because I can trap this knight by going g6, bishop g7, or maybe something else. But I'm not worried about that knight. It's not going anywhere. So I'm actually going to develop some other pieces first. I'm going to take this, thank you. This knight's going to die later on. I just got to make sure the rest of my pieces join the game. So let's bring this knight in. At some point, my king will move up and my rook will just simply take the knight because it has no escape square. So let's go here. Attack the knight. And what do we do now? King e7. And this is why I wasn't focused on trapping the knight right away, because it can't move. And I might as well improve the rest of my pieces. Okay, we'll trade. I'll take the knight, and now we have an imbalance. I have a knight and a bishop. Sorry, I have 2 knights versus a rook. Now, yeah, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to take back with a knight. I have a passed pawn as well. This is a move I like to see, because now I can play bishop c4 and create an outpost by supporting it with b5. And white's rooks can't do anything about this configuration. There's no pawns to harass this. I'm going to try to activate this rook on h8. That's not doing anything. So let's go rook h to a8 and a5. And I'm going to get a file for my rook. a4. That's a good attempt. If I take, my bishop hangs, but I can take this pawn instead. And I can take back with the pawn. We're going to take back with the bishop, so I have 3 connected passed pawns. Rook a4 to defend. What's my next move? c5. What's the move after that? c4. What's the move after that? c3, as long as every pawn is protected. Okay, my knight's being hit. I can go here, I can go back. But I like the potential of centralizing the knight. Alright, Robin. You versus 3 passed pawns. Good luck. Let's push this guy. Let's push this guy. Oh, you checked me. Gotta move up. And we push. And we push this one. A nice little configuration here. Let's push that. I could keep pushing, but I'm going to improve my king. I could make a queen, but I want to bring my king in anyways. I'm going to make a queen next move, don't worry about it. Everything is nicely coordinated. And there we go. Oyabasu, good luck. Let's go d6. d3. What's that? All right. Wolfie and Keto, especially with the dark squares looking pretty juicy. Oh, this is a very tempting move. Do you see this? Weak dark squares. I'm gonna go c5 first. Okay, okay. You're pinning my pawn. What if I go h6? You move back. Now I go e5 and I'm bringing this idea into play. Check. So, king losing castling privileges. When the queens are off, it's not the end of the world because it's hard to checkmate without a queen. My queen is on the board, very much alive. So white's king being in the middle of the board is not a plus when I have my most dangerous piece still roaming. I'm just going to castle and just bring artillery. Maybe I have to watch out for some pawns, but the artillery's coming. Let's go. I feel like playing an annoying move, like queen f2, but I'll hold off. My queen, I'm worried it gets hit a bit. I'm gonna move it back. I don't want it to get trapped. This isn't the best move, but I was just lacking a bit of real estate. Alright, rook d8. What do I want to do next? Pawn to d5. When the king is on c2 vulnerable like this, I want to bring pieces in. And open up the position. I could be going bishop e6. I'm not sure if this pawn is, you know, really important, but okay, if we want to be really safe, we'll go b6. The thing is, I'm not in a rush because white's still not developed fully. Now they go c4 to stop d5. Okay, here I'm going to go g5 just to take away any counterplay over here. Well, that's a free pawn, isn't it? Let me grab that, thank you. Let me grab that, thank you. Now I push. My queen defends. They're not going to see it. The queen defends. Thank you. Good game. All right. E4. Been working so far. E5. We're going to try a different opening. Oh, they went d6. All right. So d4. Put pressure on the center right away. When they go f6, I see a light square diagonal that I would love to grab, so I put my bishop on c4. It's gonna be hard for black to castle. And now I'm gonna take, and I have an opening trap for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can trade the queens and be like, oh, you can't castle, nah, nah, nah. But there's something better. Something better here. The king is the only defender of the queen, right? So is there a move that I can make that takes away the only defender of the queen? If I can pull this king anywhere else, then this queen is mine. I go check, the king's not going to go there, they're just going to block with a pawn. Bucko, correct. Bishop to f7 check forces the king to take, and now we take the lady. And that's a tactic that works a fair amount of the time. Now, I mean, I want a queen for a bishop, but it's a very good trade. I got to make sure to grab my queen out. Maybe I'm going to take this pawn or something, but I'm happy winning the queen. I could take this pawn, but not. So why don't I take this bishop? Is it a free bishop? I take the bishop, they go bishop e4 check, and they win my queen. It still might be good for me, but I'd rather keep the queen. So I'm going to move all the way back. That's bait. Alright, what's the knight doing? Let's kick it away. And now I'm just going to castle. And I'm up a queen, so I'd love to trade. Thank you for the trades. Can I trade some more? People hate when you're up material and you keep forcing trades. It's no fun because they feel like there's less chance they can trick you when you trade off all the pieces. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna end at 700 for tonight. We did 300 rating points this speed run. Just gonna go with Jeff for his birthday, and I'm flying tomorrow, so I didn't want to go too late. I want to do a longer session, and I will be doing a much longer session, probably Sunday, Monday, throughout the week. Started a new speed run today. E4 is white, D6 versus everything is black. Good night, Bucko. Chess Ninja, Realty Money, Queen Trap, Zentro, Crucify, that's not a move. DLM. Whoever else is hanging out. I don't know who else is, maybe nobody. Patch 64, but anyways, Fish. Am I seeing you in Edmonton tomorrow, Fish? Hey, Tesh, cheers. Am I seeing you tomorrow, Grilled Peppers? Cheers. Oh, sure. Good night. Good night, everybody. We're just away for one night, so it's not a long trip. But one of our guys is boxing, Mitsu Prime. He's got a fight tomorrow. Got to support the boys. One of you guys is chess boxing, and I'm nearby. I'll try to show up as well. So, toodles, everyone. Toodles, toodles. I'll raid somebody on Kick who could use a raid. Bye-bye.